welcome to Misery Zone. Today I'm going to look at two brothers that were mangaka back in the 60s and 70s, Yoshiharu Tsuge and Tadao Tsuge. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I apologize if I mispronounced it. And I borrowed these two books from a friend of mine. This one's Red Flowers, and this one's Slum Wolf. So, in my mind, this kind of made a connection with the Hernandez brothers in the 80s. There are some similarities, I think, between the two sets of brothers. The biggest difference, one is Mexican American and one is Japanese. I don't know if there's any other similarities, but it is kind of interesting that in the 60s and 70s there was two brothers doing really kind of, groundbreaking manga. Now, I don't know too much about the backstory of their careers, just what was in this book and what I found on Wikipedia. Yeah, so I think Yoshiharu was a little bit more popular and or more mainstream than Tadao. Tadao did almost like Yakuza, crime comics, and then Yoshiharu was known more for travel comics, but let's read a couple of them. So I'll start with Slum Wolf, and again, these are a little bit more like Tadao has a raw style, and a lot of his stories revolve around the wolf, this character, the wolf. And kind of stories of displaced poor after World War II, and kind of the people left behind or that fallen through the cracks of society that live a life of crime and poverty. A very beautiful rendering. It's real raw, real, very different than any of the other manga I've seen from this era. It's really, really unique, really stylistically innovative. Oh man, what a cool guy! So let's read. What do I want to read? Where is it? Give me a second. 1 second. I just had it. You know what would help? Bookmark. Should use a bookmark. Yeah. Okay. So this is the one I was thinking of reading. So this one's called Punk, and this is by Tadao Tsuge. Okay. These are the opening pages. I really, really love this kind of expression. And supposedly both Yoshiharu and Tadao were influenced by Robert Crumb and like the underground comics that were coming out in the U.S., so that was a influence. And it's always interesting to see the influence that American comics have, then, the French comics have, and then Japanese comics have. Even how, in the 70s, the Filipino comics had on the art form. It's always really interesting to see that push and pull between different interpretations of the art form from different cultures. Really, really beautiful. Bonk. They're having a fun time. Angry, real angry. What are you gonna do about it? Shunk. Tell me. Sorry. It's fucked anyway. So it's very realistic depiction of, two people who find each other very special and, want to share something with each other. Okay. Want to go out? You got any money? Of course not. The landlord is on me every day about the rent. Let's go. Woohoo! It's really interesting seeing. Hey, baby, wanna? Oh boy, these gangsters. I love the stylized of the city here, of the lights in the city, the rain, and just these angles of these lines going in different directions, and the expressions on these characters. Just like the way things are simplified. It's a very dark comic. Like, the characters are very dark. The way they're drawn is really interesting. Stop acting like I don't wanna. Shaking that ass like that. Hey, it's Yasuda and his chick. What's up? Yo, seen Mr. Chimoto around? No, why? Need to see him? Nah, man. If I run into him, I'm in deep shit. I borrowed some dough from him way back. Give me a fag. He wanted it back the day before yesterday, but don't sweat it. Shimato's cool. I don't know, man. So I got her to make me some money, then I blew it on horses. Yo, yeah, you, looking like you're in the circus. Come here. So these are just like Yakuza, street hoodlums. And he's like, guess pimping out his girlfriend. So pretty rough. Stop looking all nervous and come here. He's calling you, shitheads. Get your asses over here now. I'd give my life for you. While he's grabbing his junk. And these, two hippies come over. I'll give my life for you. And so this is a song by Fuji Keiko. It has the information down here of that song. Is that it? Keep walking. This is real interesting in this book. These thought balloons aren't thoughts. They're not internal thoughts. They're whispers, it seems. And I found that convention real interesting. Whoa, now, hold on. Stay right there. Hey, assholes. Gulp. She's digging it. What's going on? He's just fucking with them. So tell me, are you like what they call hippies? No, we don't really. So you got a job then? We're still students. And again, I do love this rendering for the background. It's real interesting. Man, just beat the shit out of them already. I'd give my life for you. Take some real balls walking around in outfits like that. I'll let you know that we believe in free expression, and these clothes are our way of asserting ourselves against the oppressiveness of the current. Whoa, check out that babe. Nice tits. It's interesting they're not showing the people walking around. They're just showing the reactions of these kind of just hoodlums. These boys are telling you something. How about listening to them? So what are you saying? You want pussy? That's not what he said. Guys, I know you like being all philosophical and shit, but be honest. You really just want to blow your load in some slut, right? Right? And they're like, oh, Jesus. Hey, forget those freaks. Let's go for a stroll. Give me a sec. These guys are getting pretty interesting. Really? Let me see. They don't look interesting or anything to me. So tell me, are you too stupid or what? Hey, yeah? You're stupid, right? Fool and dumbass. Two brothers, crows. Hey, we're out of here. So long, farewell, we're on our own. I don't know what those songs are, so it's like basically your parents feed you and pay for your school, right? If you're gonna talk so big, how about first trying to support yourself like real men? Huh? What we were saying was, oh man, they're gonna beat the shit out of it. Oh, he just like walks up and pushes his cigarette into the guy's face. You okay? Those assholes. Gotta say, they are assholes. So these are like unfiltered representations of just, fucking dicks. Signage, elegance, Mondo Kane. I really love this sequence here of them going out and just partying. And I really specifically love this panel. This is just really beautiful to me. Like this whole sequence is very, very beautiful. I was in Japan like about 10 years ago. I went with a friend and we were walking around, I can't remember where, but one of the things that was real striking was there was this, businessman, like kind of he didn't have a jacket on, but he had his, business casual look with a tie on. And he was just like in flat out on his back in the middle of this street, briefcase in hand, passed out from just, drinking too much. And no one was fucking with him. It's like, people were just like, oh, that's just what you do, like, after work. Just get fucking so shit-faced, like you're just sprawled out on your back. Like, very, very different. And, that was I mean, him being passed out wasn't the surprising thing, like, on the street. That no one was fucking with him was what was surprising to me. That he felt safe enough to just do that. As like, and people didn't seem concerned about him at all, like as if that was a common occurrence. Wow, this is different world. Whew! I can't whistle. Let me try. Well, that's pretty good. Pretty good whistle. Yeah. You're something, boss. Oh, jeez. These drawings of this page and this page really kind of capture the mania of when you're going out and partying. I mean, I haven't done that in a very long time, but he really captures it, I think. You son of a... Hold on. Stand there. Okay. So I think this guy's going to... you coming? No. Walk ahead. Pig. Okay, so this guy actually did steal from this guy. So he just, stole a bunch of money from this drunk guy. Shit. Just 1,000 yen note and some change. You sure it's okay? It would suck to get arrested for nothing. He's trashed. He won't know. Anyway, he's a piece of crap. Yeah, okay. Let's go get something to eat. So it might have been wrong. Someone might have stole stuff and they just didn't care off that dude. But this is real interesting scene. So he finds this drunk guy, steals his wallet, and then just goes out and keeps partying. Hooray! Hooray! Stop it! That tickles! Ha ha! Again, just the way he handles lighting and these dark silhouettes is really fascinating. Yasu! Oh, Mr. Shimamoto. And he just, this punk just breaks down because this is the Yakuza boss. Sir, please listen. I swear, next time I won't. And he just grabs his, his special jewels. And really good expression on her. On her face. Sir, please, I can't. There you go. And again, these thought balloons just means they're whispering. Huh, that's enough. Don't make me look bad, got it? Yes. How's it feel? Gonna vomit? No, sir, I'm fine. I'll get your money. Forget it. But do it again and I won't be watching out for you. Yes, sir, sorry. Are you okay? He started vomiting. So he must have just fucking crushed that guy's testicles. What could I do? I fucked up, but damn, that was awful. Sure, but don't you think that was a little too much? Oh, I played it up a bit in the beginning. It wasn't all that bad. You were soaking in sweat. Yeah, but now I don't owe him any money. Awesome. What a relief. Yo. Hey, Yasu. Good evening, sir. Evening, sir. What are you two up to? Mr. Miyamoto was asking for photos of you-know-what. Make any money? Nah, not really. You gotta hit up those intellectual types to make any money for that kind of thing. So they're talking about pornography at that time. And, it's funny that they're like, oh, you gotta, go to those kind of college kids to make money who they were just bullying earlier in the book. But be careful. That's serious shit. See ya. Thanks. Bye. See ya. Look at that. That's a real beautiful panel. The other thing that when I was in Japan that really struck me was how many wires from telephone poles were just crisscrossing the from building to building above your head. It almost felt like you're in the Matrix. All right, Iridoro Street. Hey, you! A fight! What's that, fuckface? You got something to say to me, hey, buddy? Spit it out, bitch! Psh, you son of a... So now he's getting in a fight with somebody. You got some serious fucking nerve. Break that asshole's arm! That's what his girlfriend's saying. This guy's, shit. Oh, no. I'll kill you! And she's kicking him. Damn it. Better watch it, bastard. Oh, I really like... That's a really good, energetic panel. And he gets on the ground. Fuck. Everybody just fucking die. And he starts crying. And he's like, what the fuck? Yep, that's it. How can he start a fight over something so stupid? So he explained to this guy. It's interesting that they never show what they were actually fighting about. It actually wasn't about what instigated the fight. It was about these two people just wanted to let off some steam and fight. And this guy's like, that's so stupid because he got arrested. Honda police station. What? So what if he looked at you? Sure, yeah, but And this guy's still like, and you know better than to get into fights with punks like him. You're lucky people were around. Do you have a job? Yes, at a lathe shop. Alright, you can go. You're not injured and it's late. How about me? You can sit tight over a cup of tea. What are you worried about? It's not like I'm gonna race out and start another fight with him. I think there was something wrong with that guy. Don't be stupid. It's you two who've got something wrong with you. Flapping around, playing, doing nothing. Strutting around bragging about how tough you are. You think you got the guts it takes to work hard and still barely make a living? Huh? Do you? You're right. We're dumb. We're hopeless. You really are hopeless, T. Everybody die, that bastard said. What's he talking about? With a job and everything. Did he really say that? For a regular dope, he sure had some big balls on him. You guys can go now. The streets seem quiet. See ya. Listen, stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble, he said, that pig. Get your act together, whatever. Pew. Whoa. Yoo-hoo. Heh. So, I guess, is that guy? Yeah, I think it's that guy that, left. Or, maybe? I think so. Damn, it got quiet. He picks up... Oh, wait, maybe, no, that's him. This is a little confusing to me. But this indicates that someone's seen in the back. And you hear this pock, pock, pock. Damn, it got quiet. He throws a bottle. And that's it. So it grabs, it gets a lot of tension. Like, you don't know if, the guy that they just had a fight in is following them. Maybe he has a gun or, or a knife, or he's going to try to do something to him. But I think it's a really, really great short story that describes, the tension in the society in the 70s or late 60s in Japan. And, it feels real. Like, every scene in this feels like a real scene, like real characters. It's really beautiful. The majority of this book is about this character, the wolf, and he's like this, kind of basically thug, muscle for different gangs. And it really follows him going through different slums in Japan post World War II. I really love this characterization here, this stylization. It's really, really good. So let's take a look at Yoshiharu Tsuge. And again, this was the brother that was a little bit more popular and had a little bit more, commercial style. So in a sense, it's like Jaime and Beto Hernandez. So yeah. So in this one, let me find the book again. There are bookmarks, and I will think about using them maybe possibly in the future. So I'm going to read this short story called The Salamander, and this is by Yoshiharu Tsuge. Okay, so I have no idea how I ended up living here. One day I looked around and suddenly found myself in this filthy, stinking, stagnant hole. Where was I before this? What did I do there? My memory is a total blank. I do have a vague recollection of a home far, far away, though. I imagine this monk is to blame for my amnesia. Of course, I was extremely unhappy here at first. I could barely breathe. I passed out a number of times. I really love this drawing of this salamander. I was just floating in this water, and you can see underneath the water its feet and hands. That's not all. I was so hungry I ate whatever bugs I could find and the rotted flesh of who knows what animals. So is this salamander eating a little puppy. I had vomit and diarrhea coming out of either end. Oh, geez. But I've gotten used to this place now. I actually kind of enjoy swimming around in this slime. Change your environment, change your diet, and your physical constitution will change in turn. At some point, I realized that I was no longer myself. I had turned into a different creature. I weigh 3 times as much as I used to. Sometimes I look at myself and think how nicely shiny and black I have become. Tunnels branch off in all directions from this cave. I've explored quite a few of them. I've gotten lost and spent so many days going around and around in circles that I thought I would lose my mind. On the upside, there is no one in this cave but me. This entire place is my home and mine alone. That's not so bad. Really beautiful drawing. And yeah, much more rendered. I love his backgrounds. That's right. There's not a soul around to bother me. I'm absolutely free. Oh, look at that. He's just floating on his back. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. Nice choice and image for that statement. Because this feels like a salamander that's just loving life. And there is never a dull moment. Every day, without exception, new and strange objects come floating in from upstream. Each item is subject to my careful inspection. It's pretty fun and totally absorbing. One day, while I was napping, a truly bizarre object bumped into my head. And it's a fetus. I had never seen one of these before. For 3 days I racked my brain, but still couldn't figure out what it was. Stumped, I got angry and rammed it 2 or 3 times with my head. Bonk, bonk, bonk. That's about as weird as the things that I see get. I wonder what will float in tomorrow. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Really dark, grim story. Because this is probably an illegal abortion, or self-induced abortion, because I think at that time it was illegal in Japan. Depending on which state you're in the United States, it's illegal, which is really horrible. But the rest of these, the majority of his stories are about this character that's, traveling around, going to different strange places, visiting and meeting and talking to people. I'm not sure if it's the same actual character in each story, like it is with Slum Wolf. Because in this one, there are recurring characters. Really, Yoshiharu really gets like these really kind of almost mystical scenes, and a lot of these stories have an open ending where not everything is resolved, and what that creates is a realism that a lot, I mean, most manga don't have. This is, kind of like the slice of life manga. I think that's what they call it. That genre. It's adult manga. Another great cartoonist of this genre is I guess they call this type of genre, and this is me actually looking up on Wikipedia. So my memory is shit. So I just want to make that clear. It's Gekiga, 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 and that means, let's see, adult, comics for adult audiences. So another really, really good cartoonist in this genre is Yoshiharu Tatsumi. He did this book called Pushman and Other Stories. That I have somewhere, and that's also really, really good. But yeah, so oh, look at the little monkey. So yeah, most of these stories about this character traveling around, visiting locals, and having just everyday experiences, and it's very naturalistic, and it's really it has a mystical quality to it because of that. Because there is such, weird serendipitous moments, in most people's lives that, I'm sure from, a far enough vantage point, it just seems normal. But when you're experience it from your own limited perception, it just, certain things just seem so bizarre. Like there's such bizarre concurrences that can happen, and people are fucking weird, and this comic captures that. So I love both these books. So I just gave you 2 short stories. If you're interested, there's quite a bit more in these books for you to enjoy, and there's more of their work out there. This was published by Drawn and Quarterly. This is whatever the fuck that is. I have no idea. It's let me NYRC. What the fuck are you? Let's see who the publisher is. New York, huh? Well, New York Review Comics. Huh. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, New York Review Comics is the publisher of Slum. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, and even if you didn't, please like, follow, subscribe, and think about joining the Patreon. I am very close to finishing Death Power 7. Hopefully I'll have that out in July. I'm planning on the Kickstarter being in July, either depending on how things go at the beginning of July, if not in late July. All right, so everyone take care, and do something that's good, and